Okay, here in the last one, this is a part 2 question, is the instantaneous speed of a ball. It's thrown straight up. That's the initial speed from a rooftop, where t is the time it's in the air. It misses the rooftop on its way down and then strikes the ground. When does the ball strike the ground? That is, how long is the ball in the air? So if you do have a calculator, you could graph this equation, right, and look at the parabola and see where it's crossing on the ground here on the x-axis, and that will give you the time. If you don't have one, you would have to take the equation and factor. So in this problem here, we could actually factor out 16. So I'm going to factor out a negative 16 here, and I'm left with t squared minus 6t minus 7. Now I could factor the inside, t minus 7, t plus 1. So the time over here is 7 seconds, and the time over here comes out to be a negative. So if I was to graph it, it would be crossing at 7. So that's definitely 7 seconds. For part B, they're asking you what's the instantaneous rate of change. That's the magic word, instantaneous. That means find the derivative. So let's find the derivative of the equation. So that would make it negative 32t plus 96. Now I'm going to plug in the 2 seconds and work it out. So it comes out to 32 feet per second is my rate of change at 2 seconds. Okay, part C is saying what's the average rate of change. Average rate of change is like finding slope. So I'm doing s of 3 minus s of 0, all divided by 3 minus 0. So I need to plug in 3 for the first equation, work that out. So that comes out to be, let's see, it's negative 144, 288, 256 that is. Now I'm going to do it with s of 0. So when I plug in 0, I get 112. Oh, not 112. Oh wait, it's not 0, it's 1. My bad. Sorry. So this should be 1, not 0. 1. 1. So s of 3 minus s of 1, 3 minus 1. Okay, so we put in a 1. And when we work that out, we get 192. So I'm going to take those two numbers, bring them over here. So I'm going to have 256 minus 192, all divided by 3 minus 1 is 2. 64 divided in half. So the average rate of change there is 32 feet per second, from 1 to 3 seconds.